Jesus, someone's gone right. If you want to do a bit of hunting. Yeah. Cheers. Alright, so it is 7 in the morning. I've just woken up. It's really fresh, which is nice, which is a big reason why I got up early today. I didn't even unpack the bike last night. I left the bags on there because the bike's right by my tent and it's a very family orientated campsite, and I was too hot. I got in the tent last night and I was so hot. Also, another tip, if you're going to be on the road for 6 weeks, it might be a good idea to pack a ground mat. Normally I don't bother, but I think, like last night I was sleeping on rocks, pretty much. So I've got my Nox body armour on the ground as a ground mat for my back to be on and my chest and stuff to be on. But otherwise it can be quite uncomfortable. Anyway, I'm going to get on the bike now. Well, first of all coffee obviously, and then I'm going to get on the bike and go to Verdon Gorge. Just whilst the coffee's brewing, I thought that I would talk a bit about the Beeline app. So Nico sent me, on Beeline, you can import other routes that people have set up or saved. And last night a friend of mine, Nico, who also has an Interceptor and is also on YouTube, so I'll link him here, sent me a route for today. And it's just loading up, but you can import a GPX route, so someone can send you a route and you can import it into here, really easy, and it's just super handy. So today I'm going to go up to Verdon Gorge, and then after that go on up to Vercors Massif. I think that's how you say it, but anyway, I think it's a really useful thing to have, and it just means that you can save routes really easily. People can send you routes really easily. Okay, I'm about to wake the whole campsite up, but what can you do? We are off, back on the fucking road! I really want to stop off and get some water before I do anything else. But yeah, I was looking around me last night and this morning actually at the vans, the camper vans and the cars around me. And I've spoken to people recently actually about coming over here with a bike on the back of the van or the car. So you drive over and then take the bike off when you're somewhere like this to ride around for a few hours, then put it back on and camp out. But I don't know, I guess this has been a dream for me for a long time, but at the same time I just don't think I could do this any other way. There's a massive luxury to doing this in a car or in a van in comparison to being on the bike. And let this car pass. And I think on the bike it's so much more work, you know, you're having to think of many more things. You're always having to pack, unpack, repack. And just generally riding is a lot more work, you know. And it's the best part of the journey, I think. And I watched a vlog recently talking about the romanticism of riding, and maybe it is to do with that. Maybe it is this romanticized thing of being on the road, of being in the elements, of, you know, getting dirty, getting sweaty, and kind of finding joy in that discomfort, you know, of the extra work that it actually is to be on a bike. But I personally love that, you know. It makes it all that much more interesting, and it makes the journeys so much more exciting to me. It's not straightforward, you know. Anyway, I've done a really bad job of summing up my feelings on that, but if I find some more clarity on the way, I will definitely talk about it. But for now, let's get on to Verdon Gorge and go for a dip, because right now I'm definitely in need of it. But it looks like we might actually be heading back through town, so I may as well keep the camera rolling and see what we can get. Yeah, look at that. So Nico told me this morning or yesterday that this is where the Pope used to live before the Vatican, so there's a bit of history. And it is stunning. I can't deny that. It's beautiful. I'm really gutted that I haven't had time to come around this town and explore. Wow. It's kind of like the Vatican here already. It's kind of this city within a city look. You can see it's built in within the walls. Really interesting. I just thought about pulling over and going for a little wander round. But then I remembered that I'm on a motorbike and I've got loads of bags on here. And that's the only thing with this kind of trip, is that unless I walked from the campsite into town and left all my bags, then it'd be fine. Or if I'm in the countryside in the middle of nowhere, like on that mountain yesterday, I have got no issue leaving my bags on and taking the risk. But in a city or a town that's really busy, I don't know. I just wouldn't want to wander too far from my bike and leaving all my belongings on here. What I have done is put all my valuables in the tank bag, so whenever I get off I take that around with me. But I mean, that means wandering around with 2 bags in my hands. My rucksack, my tank bag, my helmet. And you can buy locks for them that lock them to the bike, but I don't have any of those. So yeah, when you're in a city, it's kind of a mental overload. It's already a lot riding around on a bike in the new country, understanding the road signs and you know, understanding how the roads work. But when you're in a city like this, that's just like double the amount. There's bus routes, there's constant traffic lights. Yeah, we're still in a 30, there you go. Still in a 30, but everyone's doing 50. That's the only thing with Beeline, is that it doesn't give you the speed limits of how fast you're supposed to be going. So yeah, you kind of have to keep your eyes out, whereas something like Waze will tell you most of the time quite accurately whether you're going too fast or not. There's a lot to talk about in the city, but one other thing that Nico pointed out to me yesterday or the day before was that people will drive up your ass in France, and the best thing you can do is just let them go past. I'm doing something very naughty and I'm going to go to McDonald's. I think I may as well get some breakfast now to last me the day. Shit. Yeah, I thought I may as well get some actual food before hitting the road today, just so I can explore the gorge and stuff and not be having to find food. I can't work out this filtering system. Is that a Triumph? Yeah, look at that thing. Wow. Just last night alone was so hot I got into the tent and I was pretty overwhelmed. I just thought to myself, shit, if it's going to be this hot for the rest of the trip, I'm going to struggle. But it was literally just inside the tent. Obviously a tent can be a sweat box. But yeah, little tip, if you are riding around some hot countries, or even cold countries for that matter, but more so hot countries, and you're going to be sweating a lot, definitely carry around even just a couple of tablets of washing detergent so you can give your clothes a swill. What the hell's happened here? Jesus, someone's gone right into the back of that thing. Oh, fucking glass everywhere. I'm not being funny, and I'm not normally one to complain, and usually I would say it's mostly my fault, but I've had several cars, not just on corners, a bus yesterday, but several cars literally driving right at me and not moving out of the way on my side of the road pretty much. So they're basically forcing me into a ditch, or I have to come to a complete stop. And there's plenty of room on this road here to have room for me to ride and for them to drive, but they are literally driving in the middle of the road, and I'll be honest, it's pissing me off a little bit. There's not much you can do about it, but I just thought I'd flag it up. Speaking about washing earlier, there's actually washing machines on the side of the road just there, so if you're ever in desperate need to wash your clothes, which I doubt you are, but you could always stop, sit on the side of the road, wash your clothes, stick it in the tumble dryer, and have a clean saddlebag full of clothes within an hour. So there you go. Just stretch the old legs out. I spoke the other day about finding slowness and settling into a trip like this. Even a holiday, it's the same kind of thing. And I think on a tour, or whilst travelling on the road on a bike like this, you're not really relaxing, but you've got to find slowness. You know, you're not sitting around doing nothing on a holiday, but you don't want to be go all the time trying to move forward. You want to find that in between, which is quite hard to find. And what am I now, about 4 days in? It's Monday today. I'm on about 800 miles now at this point, and I think I am just beginning to find the rhythm of being on the road, but also taking the time out in between. Also mental clarity. The first few days I was a bit all over the place, getting used to a new country, getting used to new roads, getting used to new signs, not really sure what I was doing, where I was going, or how everything worked in this country, you know. Now a few days in, I'm really starting to find the groove, which is making everything just so much more enjoyable. I love what they do with these trees. Growing them either side of the road and then allowing them to kind of provide shade for the road is such a nice idea, and it's beautiful as well. Yes, I am at Decathlon. I want to try and find a small fuel can or bottle or something, just to have as a backup, even if it's only a couple of litres, just in case. I came to a Decathlon a few days ago, and in France they are massive obviously, and they had bullets and gun cases, the lot. It was insane. If you want to do a bit of hunting, this is your place to come. No camping gas. Sorry, what am I on about? No jerry cans, but they've recommended somewhere for me to go. To be honest, I'm in two minds about getting it right now. I've got no room to store it. I'm already overpacked as it is, and I've also thought about potentially buying some camping gas just to top up my own, but I don't have room for that either, so... Right, no luck on the jerry can at Decathlon, but I did buy some electrolyte water and a protein cookie, so Not a wasted trip. Oh shit. Scooter down. I wonder what's happened here. It doesn't look like someone's hit him, but maybe he's just dropped on the floor. I'd like to get off and give him a hand, really. Maybe I should go around the roundabout. Can he pick it up? No. Yeah, fuck it, I'll give him a hand. A hand. Good. Yeah. Good. You got it? Well, no worries, dude. Oh, fuck. That was a workout. A load of lavender fields. I'm not sure if we're going to pass any more, but these ones look pretty dead. Just driving through this small town, and it's beautiful here. Loads of lavender, loads of purple, look. Lavender everywhere. And I think maybe I'm going to stop for a cup of coffee. Oh, it's busy. But the whole town smells like lavender, it's mad. Yep, didn't manage to find anywhere. And went to go to the toilet, the public toilet. And they were out of order as well, so I think what I've learned today is, and yesterday, is that I should stay away from anywhere where there's a lot of people, because it's never really enjoyable. What a view! God, it's really hard to ride around here and not want to look around whilst riding. You have to kind of keep your eyes on the road. didn't end up at the actual canyon. I've ended up at the top, basically a viewpoint of the gorge, but I'm going to head back down after this. I think I might even post the road as a whole separate vlog, to be honest. Well worth a ride today. Well, fuck. Turns out that I wasn't even at the highest point. This is absolutely insane. I guess that you can just keep on going to the top, but that's going to mean I'm on top of a mountain with no water and oh boy, I don't know if I really fancy hanging around up here for too long, so I'm just baking in what I'm wearing right now. Okay, sadly I think I've gone way beyond the actual gorge itself. To be honest, I got a bit caught up in riding down around the mountain. It was so beautiful, I just kind of didn't want to stop riding it and kind of got a bit lost in the moment, I guess. And then I got to this side and I was like, oh shit, maybe I've gone right past it. God, it's so hot. Thankfully I've managed to find some Coke and some water at a small shop. There's the bike. But I'm going back up past, well, the whole same way I came, so I mean, I'm not complaining, it's a beautiful ride. And then I will hopefully probably just stop really early on today and get a campsite and relax because it's warm, and then hope to God the thunderstorms that are forecast aren't too bad later on this week. But for now, cheers. Made myself stop today. It's so easy just to keep on riding. It's like, when do you stop? But now it's about a 4-hour ride to the next location, which I need to check, and then about 4 hours to Morzine, so I should get there by Wednesday, no problem. But yeah, found this campsite. It's beautiful spot all to myself, right by the river, a 10-minute walk from town, washing machines as well as a space to work. So it's kind of perfect, and I'm just going to sit and chill for a little bit now, wind down, put the tent up, put a wash on, because even with this Nox body armour on, I've got 2 pairs of trousers on and the boots, and in this heat, 30-degree heat right now, it is insane. I just met a couple who have come down from Morzine, and apparently the weather has been pretty bad, so I'll make my way up there and see how that is. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a washing machine, and my clothes are going in there right now. It's a bit lopsided, but that's fine. I found a campsite and I'm so happy to be here right now. I'm just making a coffee, and yeah, it's got washing machines, my clothes are in the wash, I've just had a shower. I didn't have one yesterday because I hoped to go for a swim in the gorge, but I couldn't find it. It was too hot and I was just a bit tired today. Am I at Verdon Gorge? Yeah, I'm at Verdon Gorge. I'm staying here. I got up the road from the gorge itself, pulled it into a lay-by, well, at a snack bar to stop for a little bit of shade and a drink. And then this campsite just happened to be right there. So I stopped, and now I'm making a coffee to celebrate being here. The clothes are in the wash, as I said, and yeah, it's really difficult to know when to stop. It's been a phenomenal ride today, for every reason. I won't give you them all, but yeah, it's been stunning, and I just want to get a good night's rest tonight. So I've stopped off. I'm going to take a walk into town in a bit, see what's going on in town for the first time, do a bit of journeying on foot, rehydrate majorly, and just chill out. It's really nice to be in a space here where it's quite secluded, so there's no rush. I can unpack all my bags, repack all my bags, get some peace and quiet tonight. The ground is pretty much rock, so it's not very comfortable, but we'll make do. And for now, I'm gonna have a coffee, hang my clothes out to dry, and just decompress for a bit. I really need to, before heading into town, and hopefully looking at some of this vlog. I've got a self-tape to do as well, which I'm gonna have to do in a field against a hedge. It's the best I can do right now. So that's my evening planned. And by the way, it feels insane just to have normal clothes on. Just got joggers on, really lightweight joggers and some trainers. But whilst the coffee is boiling, the ground is pretty much rock, so I can't get the pegs in, look. So what I've done is attach it to the bike. Very innovative, I know. But this means that I can now, I've got loads of space. Like tons of room, very secluded, as I said. And that means tomorrow I can actually check the chain. It's a brand new chain, so I can check the tension on that now, re-oil it if it needs it, and just check the bike over. I've got time to do that. We're almost on 1,000 miles now, so it's done really well, and I'm sure there's many more to come. What are we now? 4 days in, 5 days in, so yeah, a couple more weeks to go at least. Anyway, I'm going to get on and have my coffee and just chill out for a bit now.